This meeting of the Mahwah Board of Education is open to members of the public to be physically present. Members of the public that attend will be asked to follow the same procedures as all other visitors to our schools. Those procedures can be found on the agenda page of our website. Additionally, the board meeting will be live streamed for viewing purposes only. Anyone wishing to view the meeting may do so via Zoom. Webinar ID for this meeting is 898-0434-2952, and the required password is 996253. All right, I call this meeting to order. Mr. Lamb, roll call, please.
Mr. Copeland, Ms. Daviniero, Mr. De Silva.
Here.
Mr. Denise. Here. Mr. Gallo.
Here.
Mr. Hughes.
Here.
Ms. Jansen.
Here.
Mr. Kizmarsky. Dr. Morty.
Here.
And our student representative, Ms. Kaspari.
Here.
Adequate notice of agenda of this meeting has been provided to the Ridgewood News and the Record, specifying that the Mahwah Board of Education will meet on March 26, 2025, in the administrative offices, 60 Ridge Road, Mahwah, New Jersey. A copy was filed with the Township Clerk. Mr. Gallo, would you lead us in the salute today, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Gallo. All right, we do not require executive session at the beginning of the meeting, so we will go on to agenda questions. Please limit your questions at this time to resolutions under new business on this agenda. As a matter of fairness, you're asked to limit your questions to no more than one, and your remarks to no longer than 3 minutes. If you are here representing a group, please identify yourself, the group, and your position in the group. If you're here as an individual, please give us your name and address. This section of public participation will be limited to 15 minutes. Please specify the resolution on the agenda that you're referring to in your question. All right, I need a motion to open the meeting to the public. Mr. Gallo, second by Mr. De Silva. We are officially open to the public. All right, seeing no one come forth at this time, motion to close the meeting to the public. Mr. Hughes, second by Ms. Ting Jansen. All right, our Mahwah student representative report this evening.
The musical Anything Goes is open tomorrow and today for senior citizens, and it is going through Sunday. Congrats to the drama club directed by Mr. Mayhem. And new National Honor Society applicants are applying through the process currently. The juniors have just completed the NJ GPA testing. Saturday we have a winter percussion competition at Fairlawn High School. Juniors also just had junior formal at the Legacy Castle last Thursday. Shout out to Ms. Graff and the junior class officers for planning a great event. Our very own SGA executive member placed at the David Good Memorial 3D Bridge competition at NJIT. Lucas Hart led a team including Sophia Rose, William Hurtado, Constantine Huroff, and Mr. Calvis placed second in the largest load and stiffest bridge category, second place overall. The symphonic band won gold at the Regional 1 Band Festival, as well as the band woodwind section hosted by West Essex High School. T-Birds crushed it at the Future Problem Solving State Bowl this past weekend. The community problem solving got first place in their category, going to the State Bowl, and wrote a book on Amazon, illustrated by Riley Kim, written by Mary and Catherine. 21 students earned invitations to the Future Problem Solving International Competition this June in Bloomington, Indiana. Congrats to all. And lastly, the Robo T-Birds won the Rising Star Award at their last competition.
Thank you very much. It's a lot going on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. DeToro, do you have any report left for us this evening?
Got a lot of cross-outs. So we'll start with some things that were not shared. We just wanted to have a big congratulations to Ben Wagner being named Coach of the Year. He was selected as Big North Patriot League Coach of the Year for wrestling. Standing next to him is Ava Novello. That's actually at States in Atlantic City. So if anybody knows Coach Wagman, he is truly committed to the wrestling organization, and he's done a great job of building not only his wrestlers throughout the season, but building the number of wrestlers on his team. So I just want to congratulate him, his staff, and all the wrestlers that were committed to the growth this year. So congratulations, Coach Wagman. This is Coach DeLessio. He was also selected as Coach of the Year for bowling, and their bowling team won their division. So Mr. Pascal and Mr. Pelletier do a champions breakfast for all the different league winners, and Coach DeLessio and the team were there this morning. So congratulations, Coach DeLessio, for all that you do for our bowlers, and congratulations to the bowling team. The next one is, as we know, it's springtime, so we have our incredible plays both at Rampo Ridge and at Mahwah High School. Rampo Ridge this past week performed Annie Jr. It was very well attended. The play focuses on a plot that is rooted in hope, the importance of family, and overcoming adversity. The central office team was fortunate enough to crash the senior performance today, the senior citizens performance today of Anything Goes. It's absolutely spectacular. The music is beautiful, the acting is fantastic, the singing is incredible. I strongly recommend everyone in the community to come out. It's just wonderful to see all of the kids. There are so many kids that are in the performance, and the quality of the performance is truly amazing. If you do attend, I want you to also please take notice to the set. Mr. Pascal made us aware that this is the first year that one of our students built the set. The cool part about the set is not only is it obviously a beautiful set, but there's a staircase in the set that probably about 5 or 6 students walk across the staircase, and it held. And also, there's movement in the set, and just the artwork and things like that. It's just, it's really great to see not only the performing arts side, but also our woodworking students on display. So please attend if you can this weekend. Another thing that wasn't discussed, therapy dogs at George Washington School. On March 20th, GW students participated in SEL Learning Day, reinforcing skills they have been developing all year. Mahwah High School student volunteers led activities that promoted self-awareness and mindfulness. The Seeing Eye graciously brought 3 of their pups in training. Was it Schwaz? Swayze.
Or Schwaz.
I like Schwaz better.
Me too.
Swayze, Klaus, and Jerry to teach our students how seeing eye dogs help others gain independence. I like Schwaz better. Schwaz is on one of my kids' TV shows. He's a great character. Habitat for Humanity. As we all know, last year our senior class raised a significant amount of money to put towards a project. We wanted to build in Mahwah. It just so happened that Habitat for Humanity had a place in Oradell. We connected with them, and actually they're going to, they already broke ground. The first day is June 2nd. A number of our seniors from our graduates are going to be attending to take part in the build. So it's just a wonderful example of the Mahwah community coming together to help a surrounding community. So congratulations to our Mahwah senior class of 2024 for really leaving their mark. I'm not even going to speak to this because this was already talked about. This is the symphonic band. Congratulations to the symphonic band. Again, congratulations to our Robo T-Birds. We got a chance to talk to the MSF the other night to put in for grants, and Mr. Montana was there, and you can see just a sense of pride that Mr. Montana has for this group. It started with just a couple students. Now we have over 50 students that we're talking about getting a second robot for their build, because it's just so many students that are participating in this activity. So it's a great problem to have, and we will definitely address that challenge in the future. Again, something that our high school representative shared was our Community problem solvers, yet again, they did Mahwah proud, and were winners in their division in their most recent state bowl competition. I don't think that she spoke about this one. This is the winter guard competition. Mahwah took first place. The Thunderbird Winter Guard took first place out of 16 teams at the Bridgewater Raritan High School Maine Winter Guard competition. Congrats on their top score of 77.14. I believe, and I don't want to speak, I believe that's the top score that they've ever had in competition history. So congratulations to our Winter Guard.
Can I add something to your, wait, don't close it yet. Can I add something to your report?
Yeah.
Can we go back to the picture of Coach Wagner?
Oh, we can all,
Sure. There you go. Here we go. So you mentioned next to him is Ava Novello, and she was recently honored by the Bergen County Women's Coaches Association, earning first team All-County for wrestling. So she's that was a picture of her at the States this year. She first female wrestler from Mahwah to earn a spot in the States, and then first team All-County honors. Cool.
And I'm gonna add to yours.
Do it up.
It's I believe the Winter Athletic Awards was March 18th. And there were a number of our athletes that were honored, one being Ava. And then we had a number of other athletes, so we would love to honor those individuals. So the next board, because they're still all coming in, all county and all league and things like that. So we'll have all of them because we do a great job of honoring a lot of our performing arts. I wanted to take a moment to honor our winter athletes as well, but Ava had a tremendous season and a point of pride for Mahwah for sure.
Great, thank you very much. Mr. Lamb, do we have a report this evening?
Yes, Dr. Murthy, so as the business administrators report this evening, we will have an update on the 25-26 budget. That was approved at the preliminary budget was approved on March 5th, and it remains a preliminary budget until the board approves it a final time on April 30th. So we will have another update tonight on the progress of the budget submission. So tonight we're going to go over special education, our out-of-district tuition, our benefits, and some operations. So our special education, the costs continue to grow. A large part of our cost is out-of-district tuition for special education students. However, when we have the opportunity to bring programs in-house, we do so because it's best for the children. It also happens to save the district a substantial amount of money. So for example, next year we're starting an in-district pre-K to grade 3 autism program in partnership with Bergen County Special Services, which allows our students to remain in our district. And the cost savings relative to if we had to pay tuition out of district is about $1 million. So it's a win-win for the students and for the district's budget. In addition to the out-of-district cost, we have hundreds of thousands of costs in related services for speech, physical therapy, occupational therapy, also transportation costs for sending the students out of district. We have general administration for the child study team. We have the staff who have to write the IEPs, continue the evaluations, and manage that process. We are continuing a half-day preschool program in district in partnership with Bergen County Special Services that we have this current year. And just as in terms of the magnitude, our in-district special education pre-K to 12, we have 449 students on roll, and that's in district, not even counting the out of district. And if you consider our total special education costs in our operating budget, including our out of district tuition, our transportation, and all of our in-district costs, it's about 31% of our budget. We're required to service these students with whatever needs they have, just as we're required to serve all students. Just want to say it's a pleasure working with our child study team and managing this and giving the students the resources they need.
Can I just add one thing? I just want to bring to the board's attention, we've got a chance to speak to most of the board members, but I want to make sure that we're aware. The second bullet point up there, along as of in-district, our pre-K through 3 autistic program, just to give you an understanding, we currently, this is our first year having our pre-K program for our autistic children in our district this year. We connected with Bergen County Special Services. Ms. Rizzo and Ms. Savastano worked with them, and we were fortunate enough to bring back, I believe it was 6 students back into district. The great part about that partnership is Bergen County Special Services has an established reputation with other districts in doing this. So they worked hand in hand with our team and created a wonderful program for our students. Because of the success, not only from the feedback from Bergen County Special Services, but also the parents of the students involved, we felt it was important to continue that partnership and relationship of having our kids continue to go through our district. So we're building another section, kindergarten through 3rd grade, that allows our students to start in pre-K and travel through. So we're going to be recommending, and it's up for a vote, to open another section, kindergarten through 3rd grade, for our autistic program with a connection with Bergen County Special Services.
Thank you, Dr. Pizarro. Continuing with our out-of-district costs, this slide shows our a summary and breakdown of our out-of-district costs. It includes both regular education and special education. We have right now about 68 special education students going out of district as determined by the IEP. Some of them go to other public schools. Some of them go to Bergen County Special Services in their various locations and programs. And some of them go to private schools for the disabled. And then we also have out-of-district costs for regular education students. We have a number of students who go to Bergen County VOTEC and the academies, and 2 students are shared, half-time with Mahwah and half-time with Bergen County VOTEC. And we have 2 out-of-district students who attend a charter school, which is considered a public school, but we're still required to pay for the tuition and the transportation for those students. So our total tuition budget is over $6 million, about 7.6% of our budget. Fortunately, we get about $600,000 in IDEA funds, which we use to put towards our out-of-district tuition, and that is federal grant money. Employee benefits continue to be a large part of our budget. Our total contractual benefits include health, prescription, and dental, but also include other benefits such as workers' compensation, the Social Security taxes, pension payments, tuition reimbursement, and then payout of sick time for retirees. And our total employee benefits budget is 12.9, almost $13 million. That's about 15.6% of the operating budget. The trend over the last decade or 2 has been that employee benefits continue to be an increasing part of the budget. Although salaries go up at a rate somewhere in typically 2-3%, employee benefits are going up at a much higher rate, in some years double digits. And then the bottom asterisk explains our district is taking advantage of the use of a health waiver because our employee benefits, specifically health benefits, are increasing by more than 2%. We have the option to raise the cap on our tax levy above the base of 2% to go higher. And we explained that at the last meeting, and we'll explain that again at the final budget presentation on April 30th. Continuing more on employee benefits, more specifically the health benefits. Our medical benefits, we have 4 options from Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield, Direct Access 10 or 15, New Jersey Educators Plan, or Garden State Health Plan. The good news, bless you. The good news for the district was this past January, we made a switch from the state health plan, school employee health benefits plan, to the official, to a private plan from Horizon. The collective savings for the district and its employees was about $900,000. Even with that savings, our bill still went up by about 2% from December to January. It would have gone up even higher if not for that change. But come next January, we're expecting another large rate increase, double digits again. The state plan is expecting a 14% increase, and private plans are expecting increases between 10 and 15%. And we're budgeting a 12.25% increase. And again, that increase being above 2% allows us to use the healthcare waiver. And it should be noted, well, I'll note that on the next page. So again, the types of medical benefits, we have medical, we also have prescription and dental. And as high as medical benefits have been going up, the prescription rates have been going up even higher. In some years, you may have a medical plan benefits go up 5%, but the prescription costs go up 20%. That's not atypical. The prescription rates in many years are driving the medical increases overall. So remember, the total benefits budget was almost 13 million, but about 10 million of that is our medical, prescription, and dental benefits. So the majority of the benefits are health related. And then the employees are doing their fair share. About 15 years ago, employees did not pay into their health benefits. Now our employees are paying about $2.3 million into the health benefits. They're paying for about 21% of the cost. Looking at our appropriations by categories, instructional related support such as curriculum, guidance, library multimedia, professional development and training, and our nurse's office, about $4.5 million, about 5.5% of our budget. Our school operations, which includes our school administrative teams, principals' offices and their staff, and then our central office staff is about just under $2.8 million. Our district operations and technology is about $3.5 million. I always find it interesting and sometimes scratch my head on it that we can't run a school district without our computer, internet, our email, our servers. Most of our instruction has some type of technology component in it, but the state of New Jersey considers technology an administrative cost. So when you see administrative costs, remember it includes technology, which you can't run a school district without. Our maintenance, custodial, and grounds collectively include, and security is lumped in with that, is $7.2 million. And just as an example of our operations and our maintenance, how the budget, it's fluid, it changes, and there's always surprises and changes in the budget. We learned yesterday that we may expect a utilities increase beginning in July of about 18%. The bid hasn't happened yet, but those are the projections. Utilities are included in the maintenance budget. Good news is we are renegotiating our copier contract, and we're going to have substantial savings in that, and in likelihood, the savings in our copier contract would be used to help offset the increase in utilities. So it's changes like that happen really on every month. There's some type of change happening where we're adjusting the budget. Our extracurricular athletics and after-school activities, we're not cutting any programs out, so we're continuing all of those programs as a steady part of the budget.
And Tom, just so folks know, in the security line, this includes the increase of our security initiatives, security staffing, in our other schools this year. So every single school will have either an SRO or a school security officer, what the title is, right?
Yeah, so, to Mr. Gallo's point, we do have an increase in our security budget, but we have other decreases in other maintenance areas to try to balance the budget. And we're just trying to do more with less, finding efficiencies. Mr. Romero, our Director of Facilities, has done a great job in really trying to manage the buildings and keep them in great shape, but in a, I would say, very frugal way if possible. So, thank you for listening. If board members have any questions, we'd be happy to entertain them. We will have 2 more presentations on April 9th before the strategic planning part of the meeting. We will talk about enrollment, personnel, transportation, and capital outlay, and some of our other summer projects. And then April 30th is the final public budget hearing and presentation, and we'll give an overview, a summary, and the tax impact, and then that's when the board approves the final budget for next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lamb. Thank you very much, Mr. Lamb. Appreciate that. I have one question on the IDA. You said those are federal monies.
Sure.
Do you anticipate any changes in that, given some of the changes on that level, but not for this year, perhaps, in federal monies?
We do not. A couple of things. Usually the federal money is planned a few years in advance, and at least what we're hearing through the Business Administrators Association is that if changes are made at the federal level, they would probably still give the money to the states to distribute. So that's at least what we're hearing.
Okay.
What was that dollar amount?
We're budgeting just under 600,000 for IDEA, but even in a less volatile political climate, we always budget our grants conservatively, just because there's probably a little bit more unpredictability at the federal level than at the state level.
But nothing we should be concerned about. That was more of the question.
Not at this time.
Good, very good. Thank you. Dr. Fair,
Hello, good evening.
our audiovisual reports.
Yes, so you'll see here that Mr. Pascal has recently published high school's latest edition of Thunderbird Connections, which features updates related to alumni from the high school. You'll see here some recent posts that showcase alumni from the class of 2017 and 2020. Mr. Pascal happened to run into Gianni Frassetto, class of 2017, who's working at his family business and finding success there. Samara Landau, also from the class of 2017, is a research assistant in the lab for youth mental health at Harvard University. And Enver Iman just recently graduated with majors in mathematics and computer science from Rutgers University last month. So congrats to all of them. Another alumni highlight is Colin Twist, class of 2021. Congratulations to him for capturing the NCAA Division III National Championship in the 200-meter freestyle. An amazing accomplishment for the United States Coast Guard Academy's current senior. As shared by our student representative, you can see here our high school's science club won second place for Sturdiest Bridge at NJIT, second place for strongest, and third place overall at NJIT's 3D bridge building contest. And we're back with Lucas Art's boat build. You'll see in front of you there is an article that features Lucas's progress. So the article is found online from Total Boat Online, where it speaks to Lucas's progress over time. You'll see here an image of Lucas with his boat as a youngster and his current work on his present boat project as a senior here at Mahwah High School. He's in his he's really close to the finish line in terms of completing the boat, and he is planning the boat launch at some point this spring. I'm hoping that the whole board can be there to attend.
Does the boat have a name yet?
I don't
No.
think so,
Oh.
not yet, but I think I asked that question.
It has a Thunderbird.
Yeah, it sure does.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they're working with the town to see if they can find a place that they can do it within town, so, see what happens.
Good water.
You do?
Sure do. Yes.
Doing
You
a
do.
paddle day.
And we have a few retirement announcements. Agenda item 18A highlights Debbie Kale, who has been a passionate advocate for children of all abilities, ensuring that every student has the support and encouragement that they need to thrive. Known for her exceptional literacy instruction, Ms. Kale has inspired countless students to find joy in reading, to develop their reading skills, and to discover their own voices. Her impact extends beyond the classroom, touching the lives of colleagues, families, and the entire school community. As she steps into this exciting new chapter, Debbie looks forward to exploring new adventures, embracing new opportunities, and continuing to make a difference in fresh and meaningful ways, especially through volunteer work. While she will be deeply missed, we wish Debbie a retirement filled with joy, discovery, and well-earned relaxation. Of course, if you know Debbie, she will be retiring alongside her husband, George. So George has given 33 years of service to our school district. He is retiring as a science teacher at Rampo Ridge Middle School. After 33 years of service, Mr. Kale is leaving behind a remarkable legacy as a respected educator in our district. Beyond the science classes he's taught, Mr. Kale served as a team leader since the inception of the team model. In this role, he planned and coordinated the middle school experience and communication with students, parents, guardians, and his grade level colleagues. Coach Kale also served as a soccer and basketball coach in our district at Mahwah High School and Rampo Ridge Middle School. In the classroom, Mr. Kale spent the majority of his teaching career guiding students through the complexities of physical science, though his journey began with teaching earth and space science. In reflecting on how it all started, Mr. Kale joked that he was just an alternate route teacher seeking substitute teaching hours when he was quickly approached by the then building principal who hired George as a full-time teacher ultimately, replacing the very teacher who taught him middle school science. So George and his wife Debbie raised 5 sons in our district, all of whom attended our school. So we wish both of them all the best. Next we have Laura Phillips from GW, who has dedicated 20 years of service to George Washington School. Now she is announcing her retirement. Throughout her career, Laura has shaped the lives of young learners, spending 11 years in kindergarten, 8 years in first grade, and 9 years in second grade. And she is retiring as a second grade teacher. Having spent her entire 28-year career at GW, she has been a constant source of guidance and support for students and colleagues alike. We are grateful for her years of service and wish her all the best in retirement. When Laura was asked what's next, she shared that she's moving to her happy place in Pennsylvania, and she and her husband plan to travel and look forward to exploring the beauty of the country's national parks. And lastly, we announced the retirement of Maureen Lynch, agenda item 18C, supervisor of English grades 6 through 12 and performing arts grades 9 through 12. Maureen has led her department by being actively involved with all instructional programs and performances hosted by her department. Ms. Lynch is completing her 30th year in education, with 9 of those years as supervisor in our district. In addition to her passion for literature and developing students' love of reading and writing, Maureen helped to extend learning beyond the classroom through meaningful student experiences such as grade level visits to the Holocaust Museum, various author visits, Rockland Community College on moral courage, and an ongoing relationship with Rampo College. In her retirement, Ms. Lynch will explore her many interests outside of education, including being an avid reader, baker, and Broadway show enthusiast. So we wish Maureen the best of luck in her next journey. We've also shared that we are hosting the job fair next weekend, and I often give this slide to Dr. Toro, but we Yes, he did, he moved it. We invite the community to come on March 12th to be a part of the conversation in our strategic planning meeting. April 9th, yes, March 12th has passed, so, wow, it's going so fast. That's my report this evening, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fair. My report this evening, I will just reminder of the strategic plan, since that is our last one. There you go, nice segue, right? There you go, April 9th, we do actually have a public action meeting before at 5, and then the strategic planning meeting will start at 6. And this is for us to develop our objectives and goals. And so to all of you who've participated thus far, thank you very much. And let's make this one the most attended, and hopefully, and again, even if you haven't attended previous ones, please don't feel like you don't have something to contribute. Everyone does, and we greatly appreciate the feedback. And did we send the survey out, Dr. DeTora, from our second one? There was a survey going out after that one to the community?
We'll send that out as well as the RFCP
Okay,
for
great.
the 3rd.
Perfect. So if you can attend in person, please complete your surveys, and again, make sure your voice is heard. We do appreciate it. All right, board committee reports this evening. Okay, John, there's a lot. I was waiting, or John didn't.
I was waiting for Mike. Policy committee has 28 policies
Yeah.
on tonight's agenda for a first reading. I will be very brief.
I'm really interested in the eye protection one.
Which one?
Eye protection.
Eye
Are we
protection.
protecting eyes?
How we protect them.
Is that chemistry?
We're involving it.
All right, thank you, John.
Policy and regulations 7430, school safety is being abolished because it's addressing other existing policy and regulations and is therefore redundant. Policy 1581, domestic violence, was revised to include a paragraph concerning the development of an action plan. Policy 5111, eligibility of resident, non-resident students, was revised to include sentences regarding the enrollment of non-resident students. Policy 5460, high school graduation, has been revised to include a new graduation requirement for the graduating classes of 2025, 2026, and 2027, requiring the submission of a financial aid application. Policy 5512.
John, interrupt her real quick, that's a requirement of the state, so it's not something that we came up with.
Yes.
That's something that is required.
Most of these are requirements from the state, so.
That one stands out.
Policy 5512, harassment, intimidation, or bullying, has been revised to include parental notification requirements and guidance when a school district must pause an HIV investigation to allow law enforcement to conclude their investigation. Policy 5533, student smoking, has been revised to include language requiring the reporting to law enforcement when there is a reasonable suspicion that an electronic smoking device contains a controlled dangerous substance or cannabis. Policy and Regulation 7441, electronic surveillance in school buildings and on school grounds, has been revised to include language providing law enforcement capacity to view live streaming video during emergency situations. Policy 8500, food services, has been revised to include the expansion of income eligibility to qualify for free meals and additional parental notification of school meal information. Policy and Regulation 9320, cooperation with law enforcement agencies, has been revised to provide superintendent or designee with the option to designate a law enforcement unit for the district, to establish a point of contact for a handle a care program for students who witness a traumatic event, and replace the term controlled dangerous substance with other drugs for notifying law enforcement if a student is under the influence or in possession of marijuana or cannabis. Policy and Regulation 7101 through 7434. That's part of our ongoing review of our policy and regulation inventory, and includes only minor language changes, punctuation, spelling, or formatting corrections. Lastly, Policy 9163, Spectator Code of Conduct for Interscholastic Events, is a new policy requiring immediate removal of a person from an event and school premises for violating the policy, minimum disciplinary measures including suspension of a person from attending future events for violating the policy, a required educational component for violators, parent acknowledgement of a receipt of the policy, and a code of conduct provisions of the policy to be posted at all venues hosting the competition to the extent possible. Yours was just a minor change that required too much.
I hope eye protection is still a priority.
Thank you, Mr. Denise, for your report. Thank you. Mr. Gallo? You,
I was just going
you
through these.
never have nothing,
I
Joe.
just have
You don't have to say.
Two very brief remarks. So one of the items on the agenda tonight is the renewal of our laptop leases. We're now in, I think, the third cycle of renewing these leases, but it's important for the public to note that when we started the one-on-one program and rolled out technology in a very thoughtful way, we didn't increase the budget through an extraordinary means. We basically found economies in our budget to make this program work. So I don't want to mention Ramsey in any sentences, but Ramsey had to go to a referendum essentially to do this. But we did this within our own envelope of resources, again, through prudent budget management, for over a long period of time. And the other thing is, I just want to, on the strategic plan, the table that I was with was fantastic. Great group of parents. Joe Montana was a staff member, and a really organic conversation about issues related to phone usage, nutrition in the schools, and one of the I don't mean to break the circle of trust we had, but the parents talked about their ability to talk to their children, like at the dinner table, and how phone activity gets in the way of that. And we had a big conversation about that, but we all sort of agreed that it has to be a community effort in order for that to happen. The schools are just one leg of a multi-legged stool, and we do a lot of things we can't do, but there's a whole bunch of things we can't do successfully. And it was agreed that there really has to be a community consensus or a view of the community that how cell phone usage gets regulated or social media usage gets regulated. But to a parent, they talked about how they can't talk to their kids. It was really sort of sad.
So we've moved on to board member remarks.
Yeah,
No,
I
Mr. Gallo.
segued right in.
So if we have no other committee reports, board member remarks. Ms. Jansen,
Yes.
do you have a report from Emma?
I'll just combine them
Okay,
together.
just combine them this way. We're doing 15 and 16 together.
So just want to mention the MSF is having their gala next week on the 3rd. And just a reminder that all the fundraising they do supports the grants. And we went through a grant review that'll be announced, the selections, but all the teachers put together some great proposals. And I was really excited to hear about the applications and how that's going to be spread across the school. So more to come on that. But just if you can't go to the gala, there's so many other ways to get involved or to contribute in a fundraising capacity. So thank you. There will be a T-Bird talk on May 20th, just to send out the save the date and let everyone know, for thoughtful discussions from community members. You can come have the conversation outside this room. We know it can be intimidating, so just want to invite our community members in. And just a plug for myself, we're having the softball opener on April 12th at the high school. So if anyone wants to come by, we'll have the JV varsity games and the young girls there. So a lot of good fun to have that day.
Thank you very much. Any other board remarks? All right. Let's move on to 17, old business. Let's take 17A, we have A, B, and C. I need a motion on the floor. Mr. Denise, second by Mr. Gallo. Roll call, please, Mr. Lamb.
Mr. De Silva,
I need to abstain on 17C. Yes, otherwise.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Mr. Hughes,
Yes, but abstain from 17A and B.
Ms. Jansen,
Yes.
Dr. Morphy.
Yes. All right, now let's take 18, new business. We have A to X. All right, I need a motion on the floor. Mr. Hughes, second by Mr. Gallo. Roll call, please, Mr. Lamb. 18A through X.
Roll call 18A through X. Mr. De Silva,
Yes.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes, except on 18A, I'm abstaining from checks 118668, 118744, and 118874.
Mr. Hughes,
Yes, but no on R.
Ms. Jansen,
Yes.
Dr. Morphy.
Yes. All right, now let's take new business personnel. Generally, we take our retirements separately. So let's take 19A through D, as we have 4 retirements. Motion on the floor, Mr. Denise, second by Mr. Hughes. And I just, on behalf of the board, I mean, obviously to Debbie Kale and George, I mean, 66 years of service. And then I'm wondering, because this says 33 years and 3 months. So did we hire George 3 months before? Oh, interesting. But again, a tremendous couple, tremendous asset, tremendous educators who have really, given of themselves and their service to this district. We thank them very much for all they've done for us. And congratulations to Miss Lynch as well, and Miss Phillips. Actually, my Vinay, who's now 26 years old, was a little kindergartner with Laura Phillips in her early years. Again, congratulations to all of them, and many, many years of service. We thank you very much.
Roll
Yep.
call.
Please.
Mr. De Silva,
I have congratulations to our retirees, yes.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Mr. Hughes,
Yes.
Ms. Jansen,
Yes.
Dr. Morphy.
Yes. All right, now let's take 19E to FF. Motion on the floor, Mr. Hughes, second by Mr. Gallo. Roll call, please, Mr. Lamb.
Mr. De Silva,
Yes.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Mr. Hughes,
Yes.
Ms. Jansen,
Yes.
Dr. Morphy.
Yes. All right, public questions or comment? Public participation at board meetings is in accordance with bylaw 0167. At this time, members of the public may ask questions or make a comment on educational issues or school matters of community interest. As a matter of fairness, you're asked to limit your questions to no more than 1 and your remarks to no longer than 3 minutes. If you're here representing a group, please identify yourself, the group, and your position in the group. If you're here as an individual, please give us your name and address. Motion to open the meeting to the public, Mr. De Silva, second by Mr. Gallo. We are officially open to the public. Okay, seeing no one coming forth at this time, motion to close the meeting to the public. Mr. Hughes, second by Ms. Ting Jansen. All right, thank you. I do need a motion to recess. We will be having executive session at the end, and we will then adjourn directly from there. Mr. De Silva, and second by Mr. Hughes. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.